Hi, YouTube. I hope everybody's doing well. Good, rather. um, yeah, I watched a really good video today. High Frequency Tribe, Hamish. Um, if you need a spiritual lift, I liked his video and it's down below. It's called Morning Coffee. I'd recommend it just because it's a nice group of people and he's starting to weed out the rotten ones. Everybody else, nobody wants them around if they're going to be cruel. So it's like, yeah, goodbye. Come back when you want to play nice. So, yeah. But anyway, his message from God is strong and he's neat. You'll like him if you haven't already. Um, you know, so my opinion, anyway. Um, Thank you for everybody who prayed. I got a couple days of much needed rest and got some planting done again today. And I'm going to be doing some more tomorrow. And yeah, so that's good. And I felt good, rested enough and well enough to make a video. So um, I might pull up one that my granddaughter did, um, a picture that she did. Um, I might do it later or I'll do it tomorrow, but um, it's really, really beautiful. So her mom sent it to me, and yeah, I'll share that with everybody tomorrow. It's pretty good. I'm not just because she's an offspring, but it's pretty colorful and it's kind of brilliant for her age. So yeah. Anyway, um, I don't know. I think kids should be smarter than their parents anyway. That's so in a lot of respects we're created equal, but they should be more of what God gave us because we shared that with them, type of thing. So, um, you know, gathering all the good you could from each parent is always a good thing. You know, that's the way I look at it. Take their good traits and leave the bad ones behind, you know? So I saw a commercial like, we can't stop you from becoming your parents, but we can, like, give you good insurance or some funky thing like that. Excuse me, I've got a itch. Okay. Um, so what else? Okay, I heard about Fukushima Dabo 7 or Illuminati on Facebook. Um, well, anyway, Dabu said they're going to start cleaning up nuclear reactor 3 over there because of the contaminated fuel that's in there. And my first question was, where are they going to put it? And how are they going to store it with all the earthquakes and tsunamis and different things they've had there? What's going to be safe on that island? So, um, yeah, that's and then that just alone, just that tiny bit is going to take them 2 years just to clean up that little bit of an amount. So, yeah, yeah, I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna light a cigarette. I wonder, like, before I waited till the middle of a video to see if they do pick out the covers for these, and if they were gonna wait, I'd wait and light a cigarette, and sure enough, they used that for my cover photo. So I'm wondering, we're 5 minutes in, you know. We'll see. Maybe so if I talk longer and I'm not going to get up and get another cigarette, um, we'll see what they're doing to me. Am I truly shadow banned? Because I know there's some things I passed around, like, oh, the beginning of the gematria with the electronic web because of the monoliths around that Karl Monk or Munk. Well, anyway, I call him Monk, but it may be Munch. Well, anyway, he's got a lot of information on what the first builders used the math for. Um, Not all it became and all it evolved into, but the original measurements and mass of the gematria that would work with the words and sigils and symbols and everything all together. So yeah, it's well, when dark forces, when Satan had millions of years to plan something on people, unsuspecting because he's older, then he had that much. But when we're listening to God, we have more through him because his knowledge is older still. So I'm going with the big guy. The real almighty. So yeah, it's life's a funny thing. It's can be tragic, can be drastic, can be really painful, but it's really beautiful too in many ways. But I passed around a meme today on Facebook that said people think of getting a hug 13 times a day. And I thought, wow, that's like, to me, that's excessive. Maybe 13 times a week would be pushing it, 13 times a month, it's like, and then like how long you should hold the hug. I mean, I liked the meme, I passed it around. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. Guess it's who's hugging me and why, you know. Oh, yeah, I don't dig energy thieves if I can't give somebody a hug and give them something. But if I feel like they're taking, or it's not mutual, then it's like, no, 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 no. And some people you just don't want to hug. They might need a hug, but if you do, you better have God in your heart and your armor on your back so they can't stab your ass. Because Christ isn't in everybody as we speak. So, I mean, he's in there, but he's not being nourished, you know, helped. If we don't help God, he doesn't help us. That's the way it goes. It's like any relationship in the world, you know. I look at it like this: if the bride and the groom of life's creation cannot be happy, neither can we. We don't deserve to be. If we don't honor and respect what was made for us from who made it, what right do we have to ask for anything? And that's a fact, you know. And Satan wrote that union and that reality of human beings creating life, the first child. is written out of history. So that's where we are at right now. Bringing that child back into, um, bringing the nuclear family back into existence, back into reality and memory. So, how do I prove such a thing? You know, well, I do know there's ones that actually just know that because not only is it the most practical thing, life just is. So, somebody once said to me, like I said, frogs are like morphodite at points. Like in some fish, different species of things, the male can become the female um, through thought and change of their body. Or a male fish may give birth um, to the eggs out of his mouth, or different things like this. But what I said to this person is, how do we know that these don't come from Satan's world? Reptile, you know, amphibious reptile. I had African clawed frogs. I had a leopard one with spots, and I had two albino ones. And they were aquatic animals, and they bred by touching fingers like little ETs. So, and turned into tadpoles and turned into baby little aquatic. Um, they're pretty cool. But yeah. So, I think I'm gonna upload this one, and I'm gonna fire up my computer and get Brenya's picture up there so you can see what she drew. Um, was kind of amazing how my offspring is a lot like me, um, more talented as an artist, but um, her thoughts and the feeling inside of her vibe she gives off, her painting that she did, her artwork reflects that. So I'm really proud of her, and the love and kindness of her parents is apparent in her painting too. So it's like, yeah, I gotta share that. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna pull that up and fire that up for everybody tonight too, because she's one of the little pieces of us in this world that is really doing some thinking. If we've got offsprings that's doing that, we gotta nurture that stuff. So okay, everybody. Um, and I'm just getting to know her, so you know, I think you'll appreciate it. Okay, I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good one.